It's evident winter is coming, or maybe it's here for you. It often invites an invisible killer, however, into our homes. Carbon monoxide poisoning leads to hundreds of deaths in the United States every year, Amy.
A good reminder for us all to hear right now. Fox 13's Max Roth talked with poison experts about how winter and the COVID-19 pandemic could mask a carbon monoxide poisoning, plus the symptoms you should watch out for.
It's a product of any time you burn any sort of fuel.
Carbon monoxide poisoning occurs when there's too much CO in the air and your body replaces the oxygen in your red blood cells with that carbon monoxide. And it can lead to severe brain damage and even death.
The problem with carbon monoxide is it's colorless, odorless, and you won't know it's there. And so the most important thing is to have a functioning carbon monoxide detector installed in each level of your home, especially near where people sleep or near these devices like your furnace that could be producing carbon monoxide.
Statistics show every year this poisoning accounts for hundreds of deaths and thousands of emergency room visits. And in the winter, those numbers often jump.
People are firing up their furnaces and things that may not have been serviced or used since last year, and these could end up producing carbon monoxide.
Plus, doctors at Utah's Poison Control say flu season and COVID-19 could make recognizing the symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning more difficult.
The symptoms of carbon monoxide are tough because especially in the wintertime, people might be feeling sick either from COVID or flu or anything else.
So what are the symptoms? Well, they include headache, dizziness, fatigue, shortness of breath, chest pain, nausea, blurry vision, or confusion. There are some things you can take into account to make sure you're not confusing poisoning with an illness.
The things that might trigger you to think of carbon monoxide is, well, did you just turn the furnace on after a cold storm? Are there multiple people in the same place that are experiencing similar symptoms? Or do you notice that you keep getting these symptoms when you come into a certain area and then leave the house or leave that room? Those would be things that would be suggestive of carbon monoxide poisoning.
If you begin feeling the symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning, leave the area, find fresh air, then contact Poison Control. Their number 1-800-222-1222. And if you or someone with you begins vomiting and feels like they're passing out, or if you're concerned for someone's life, call 911 immediately. In both cases, make sure that you get fresh air.
Basically, anyone is susceptible to it, and I think everyone is at risk of having carbon monoxide poisoning, and certainly it could, more severely affect the elderly and those with other medical conditions, but anyone can get carbon monoxide poisoning.
Max Roth, Fox 13 News, Utah.